Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel Trainophile. If you haven't subscribed yet, then please subscribe to our channel Trainophile. Before I start, Happy Women's Day to all the women out there, to all the women who support, encourage and motivate the other women. You are the powerhouse for many. You are an inspiration to your kids, family, friends and colleagues. You must go on. There is no stopping. Here I am wishing you all a happy Women's Day once again. Now let's talk about our today's topic. It has to be related to women. A skill that will help all the women out there be successful, whether it's their personal growth or their professional growth or their career growth. Okay? So most of the times, let's say if we consider a 24-hour schedule, how many of the times you have to say yes, no, okay, shall we do it or no? And what is that part called? Whether you think of sending your child for a picnic, whether you think what to cook in today's meal. What is that? Decision, right? Our life is full of decisions. We are constantly making decisions, especially for a woman. There are these little things that you talk about when it comes to decision making. And you would be happy to hear that decision making is a skill. Yes. And as we know, any skill can be learned, developed and improved with time. So today's topic is how to make decisions faster. Making good decisions requires us to balance our emotions, to balance our mental well-being and think rationally, think practically. Decision making is a skill. Do you know the definition of it? According to the Google, decision making skills are all of the skills you need to make an informed, rational decision. This is the ability to select between two or more alternatives to reach the best outcome in the shortest time. Like we all do it. We are constantly juggling, we are constantly hustling and making decisions for our lives, for our family, for our kids, for our children, for our husbands, for our professional work, for the company, etc. etc. Now let's look at some self-developed habits to decide faster. I'm going to share 5 habits that will help you to make your decisions faster. Number 1, keep limited choices. Yes, there may be a list of things that you would want to do, but keep it limited when it comes to decision making. Too many options will make things vulnerable and make things worse for you. You clog your mind when you give multiple choices or when you have multiple choices as an option. Setting limits helps you reach a conclusion faster. It gives clarity to the mind. You're not constantly boggling between the number of thoughts that you have. It's like drawing a line between a good decision and a bad decision, or prioritizing your decisions and then ultimately limiting it to 2 options and choosing the one that suits best for the situation. So, by limiting your choices, you actually allow yourself to come up to a conclusion faster. Number 2, listening to your gut feeling. Yes, now you may say there are many women out there who always or often tell you that they go with their gut feeling, they go with their intuition. I'd like to share something that's relatable to me. I always believe that I am an intuitive person. I get intuitions very strong and I believe in them. But to get the correct or right intuition or your gut feeling, you need to be at peace, at calm, with all the chaotic thoughts and feelings around and constant mind juggling with several thoughts. Your gut feeling is not what you say as your gut feeling. So please remember, if every other person would say that I have a gut feeling, most of the times they might actually not understand what is a gut feeling. And to know that, you need to listen to your heart. you need to go with the strongest feeling that you have and take the decision immediately. And it would be different for each and every person. This one is tough though. Not everyone's cup of tea, I would say, to understand or act with their gut feeling. Listening to your gut feeling and then taking action looks difficult as well as impossible for many. This requires an emotional connect and an emotional grip over the thought process. Listening to your gut is not only feeling your gut or understanding your problem emotionally, but it is also analyzing through your emotional mind. There would be many people, those who would say this, but they are actually not aware of how they should understand or connect with their gut feeling. If you are one of them, then this tip is definitely for you. Once you know that something is really stronger, your inner feeling, something that you feel like you should do it and you're going to do it better, then that's going to be your gut feeling. So go for it and act on it immediately. Number 3, control your emotions. Yes, when I tell you that for your gut feeling, you need to understand your emotions, at the same time, to make the correct decision, you need to control your emotions. Because you have to think rationally, you have to think practically, and you have to think according to the situation. Emotions play a major role in decision making. Minimizing your personal thoughts allows you to focus on the situation practically, focusing on the objective of that decision. The outcome of that decision is rather controlling your emotions. Only and only if you control your emotions, you're able to focus on the intention of the situation and on the objective of that decision making. In this, you might try or give it a try writing out things, like take a paper and write the pros and write the cons of the situation and the decision that you're going to take for it. This will help you stay focused and this will help you understand the larger picture of making that decision. Writing also allows you to see a clear picture of what could be the outcome or the final result. So do this and control your emotions. And when you start writing, you eventually come down to a summary where you know what you need to pick and what you need to chuck out. Number 4, be ready for failures. Yes. When I tell you that this video is going to help you make your decisions faster, that doesn't mean that I am telling you that you're going to make the correct decisions in life. And most of the times, we learn through failures, through not taking the right decision, and eventually it adds up as life lessons. Acceptance is a key. You need to accept it that not every decision of yours is going to be right, is going to be correct. Gracefully accept it and learn from it. Our decisions may lead to bad outcomes at times, though you might take a decision faster, but not necessarily it is going to be the correct decision of your life. I have read it somewhere that I would like to share it with you. A person who makes 1,000 wrong decisions is better off than a person who makes no decision at all. That's true. This is overcoming your fear and anxiety, and making a decision is one of the best ways to improve your decision making skills. So next time, don't be afraid of making a decision. Either that decision is going to be correct or it's going to be wrong, but you have another chance to improvise. And even if you don't have a chance, you are going to learn something from it. So don't be afraid, be fearless while you make a decision. Number 5. It's the easiest way to come up with your decision making skills. Easy 2-minute rule. This strategy was introduced by David Allen in his book Getting Things Done. And it works best for minor decisions such as drafting an email, making a phone call, making a to-do list, planning your meals, and etc. We all women have to do this throughout our day and many more. We feel these things are overly simple. while at times they may lead to overthinking and wasting time. With small decisions, it's best to do it now. That's why it's a 2-minute rule. It's best to get them correct. It's best to perform them immediately. This is like one of the checklists. You hear it, you take a decision and you slide away. You hear the next situation, take the decision and slide away. So the 2-minute decision, if you want an elaborated version of this, even I haven't read the book yet, but I have read the summary and read a couple of things on the internet. If you want me to read it and give a review, then please let me know in the comment box. Now let me tell you the reference and what did David Allen explained in his book. I'm going to read it out. You can see it on the screen. When you don't give appropriate attention to what has your attention, it will take more of your attention than it deserves. So that, not so important thing, if you have to look at it twice, think about it twice or 5 times. You just wasted your energy. So it's always better to focus and finish it in 2 minutes. That's it. I hope these ways, tips or strategies help you to make your decisions faster in life. Other than these 5 tips, there are a couple of tips on the internet. Here are 5 other tips that I would like to mention it over here. If you want me to do a brief video on them, please let me know. So 5 things. 1 is opportunity cost. 2nd is grid analysis. 3rd technique is decision tree. 4th one is thinking out of the box. And 5th one is paired compared analysis. Towards the end, I'd like to add a quote before I wind up with today's video. You cannot make progress without making decisions. Be strong-headed, be rational, be emotional where you need, and be confident to make your decisions. Please take a decision to subscribe to our channel and like this video and comment down whatever you feel like. Thank you so much for watching this video and see you soon in another video.